Now I'd like to speak the third part of this series, nature as healer, nature as friend, nature as teacher. I'd like to speak about how nature can be a teacher for you. And all of this goes together very well. But again, I'll do, as I ended the last one, nature as friend, I'm going to begin this one by saying the most important thing is this. Well, you've heard the saying, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. There you go. So when you go out into nature, be a student. Send the vibration out, the energy that you are a willing and able student, and watch what happens. Then add a little dose of curiosity. Pop it in there. Maybe a big dose of curiosity. Order another big dose of wonder. I mean wonder, like, whoa, like lose yourself in the amazing beauty and so forth that nature offers. So you got curiosity and wonder. You're adding that in there. You are a student wanting to be taught. And then physically, turn over rocks and look under them. Touch trees, smell trees. Get your senses involved. Crawl on all fours. Walk like an animal. Smell everything you possibly can. Eat whatever's edible and it's not going to hurt you. Engage. Let the inner child that lives deep within you out to play. And you will find that nature is a teacher. And you'll be taught countless things. I can't even begin to tell you. It's an education that you can't believe. And it's always there for you. And in the process of letting nature teach you about nature, then you'll go to higher levels. You'll have moments when you'll start to think about your life. And you'll have epiphanies. You'll have inner visions. And to deep questions you've had about your life. Like who you are, where you're going, what you should be doing, about your health, about love in your life. All those answers nature will help you with too, as well as how nature works itself. The more you open up, the more those answers come. When they come, you have to trust. You have to let them in. You can't be busy all the time. A human being busy and never taking time to slow down and open up is not a human that's able to learn. Stop and sit and think. Stop and sit and observe. Just take it in. I never get tired of the earth. I never get tired of the beauty of it. I think to myself, would I ever want to live anywhere else? And I wouldn't. I grew up Catholic. We had this word heaven. I often think, this is heaven. I'm on heaven. The planet Earth's heaven. I share it with all these millions of other beings. I get to eat food and feel it. I get to use my senses. I get to play and have fun. This is the greatest thing I could ever imagine. And just taking time to appreciate like that and let it in builds the teacher, the healer inside of you. And always there's trails to take, new trails to take, new paths to follow, new mountains to climb, where there's deeper and deeper and deeper knowledge. In other words, the more you go into this way of being, where you allow nature to be your teacher, you allow nature to be your healer, you allow nature to be your friend, the deeper it will take you in all those paths, and wonder will be discovered around every turn. And it's the friend that never stops giving friendship. It's the healer that never stops healing. Wonder, curiosity, fun, play, asking questions, relating by touching, by playing, by exploring. going into the woods. I guess I'll kind of wrap this short little piece up by saying this. So many of my students in the past have wanted what we're talking about here. And they'll often come to the school, they'll leave, they'll call me a month or 2 or 3 or a year later, and they're struggling. Their life's not doing well. They're in pain, they're in misery, they're sad, they're scared, etc. And I ask them, how often do you go into the woods? You know what I'm going to say. Almost never. I recently read an article in a magazine that said, somebody did a study and they said that only 82% of human beings only go into nature 6% of the time. 94% of the time they're indoors at home. People just don't go out. So you need to build your skills up so that you go out into nature and get off the trail, climb the trees, engage. And if you're not doing that, it's not going to happen for you. It's that simple. So those students that come to me with those problems, I would simply, once I would discover they weren't going out in nature, something I told them over and over to do, I just say, go away and go into the woods. Go into the woods and you will find the answers, and then come back to me. It's that simple. But you have to be disciplined. You have to want it. You have to believe in it. Which means walk in a city park, walk in a wilderness, walk on a beach, go climb a tree, but be in nature. Garden. Spend time being in nature. No cell phones, no watch. Time where you just get to be. And nature will be your friend. Nature will be your healer, and it will certainly teach you endlessly about more things than you could ever dream of. So at the end of the day, that's where it's at, guys. I have this great sticker one of my students made of me. It's a picture of me. And it says, get out in the woods. It's the best place to be. And that's it. It's as simple as that. Get out into nature. It's the best place to be. If you're not doing it, do it. All right? And once you do it, and you build this relationship up, then you will claim being an earth caretaker, and you will go out onto this planet and make a difference. And I mean, don't stop fighting for our planet. I don't care if you're the last man or woman standing. Do not stop fighting for our planet. She's calling for your help, Deb. She's saying, help me. Help me to help you. You humans. Help me to keep you on this earth. That's what I hear all the time. Thank you for listening. All the best to you all. Ho.